Militant affection.
Alright guys, we're in it. Episode 30. I'm alone again. I live that lonely life. I'm all alone. I'm so sad. I think I'm gonna jump off a roof. I think I'm gonna jump off a roof. How is this table arranged right now? How am I even doing this? Alright guys, you ever think about jumping off a roof? That would be okay. To jump off a roof. How high of a roof? How high of a roof do you need to kill yourself? You know what I mean? 5 blocks? I got too many things open in front of me. I'm being ridiculous. 10 blocks? I'm measuring the height of a roof like it's streets in blocks. You know what I mean? Measuring the height of a roof in the street like it's blocks. Measuring the height of the roof in the street like it's blocks. Floors. Is it floors? What the fuck is it? How many fucking flights? Why can't I remember the fucking shit of how to measure a roof? How many fucking stories? 2 stories? How many stories up to kill yourself? Wait a second. Let me Google this. How many stories up to kill you? Actually, don't kill yourself. Killing yourself is bad. When I Google that, the suicide prevention lifeline comes up. That's nice. Here you go. What's the optimum height to jump off the roof when committing suicide? All right, none of these are real answers. These are all like, I'll call the suicide hotline. Around 12 seconds, you can jump 450 meters high. Why is this not in English? 150 meters, 300 meters, 100 meters, 100 meters. 100 meters, I guess. What is 100 meters in feet? So 4 stories. People have survived to 4 stories. What is 100 meters in feet? Anyone do that math real quick? What is 100 meters in feet? I don't know, guys. I've had a headache all day, and I'm like, 328 feet. That seems kind of high. I think if you just land head first, that would kill you, right? No matter how, like, if it was a story to jump head first, would that just make you retarded? Damn, this is a good optimum question. How high up to kill yourself? 328 feet seems like a lot. When was the last time somebody jumped off the Empire State Building? When was the last time someone jumped off the... Damn. This is really a Google-heavy one. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. When was the last time? But this is getting interesting to me. How are you guys doing? I am doing well. My name is Matt Miller, and this is the beginning. Make sure to rate and review this on iTunes. This riveting content I'm throwing at you every week. At least 30 people have jumped off the Empire State Building since it opened in 1931. Before Kanevsky, David Abramitsky, he was 21, was the last to die. He leaped from the 66th floor on February 2nd, 2006, 5 years after 9/11. He was a lawyer. He committed suicide. Oh, look at this. Wait. A lawyer leaded to his death from the 69th floor. I wish I could jump off the 420th floor, you know what I'm saying? 69th floor, cop raced to the 102-story landmark just before 3 p.m. after several witnesses called 911 to report a body part on the ground. Jeez. 2006. Moshe Kanevsky. So a Jew. Jews killing themselves. God damn. I cried and got sick to my stomach, said Teresa Colon. Teresa Colon? More like Teresa Shit Pants. This is a quote from Teresa Colon, who is a tourist from Virginia. I cried and I got sick to my stomach, said Teresa Colon after digesting an entire burger full of beans. Who is accompanied by her 11-year-old daughter and 16-year-old niece. Well, doesn't she just have girl underlings with her when she goes everywhere? I pray he knew who God was. Who talks like that? Oh, she's from Virginia. Actually, fuck it. Why am I making fun of Southerners? You know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I pray he know who God was. The left leg severed below the knee was bare, except for a gray and black Argyle sock. Oh, these are good fucking facts about suicide right here. This is a big suicide heavy episode. Big fucking facts. Police said the rest of Kanofsky's body was found intact on the 30th floor landing. Oh, so he landed on the 30th floor and his fucking leg fell off? Or something like that? He crashed and his leg blew off? Oh, that's pretty rough. Looks like he's going to have to sit out the rest of the football season with that kind of injury. Also, he's dead. If you don't notice, I'm watching a little bit of NFL right now. So that's why these football analogies are going to come at you. I'm losing this week. All right, let's go back in fantasy football. Let's go back. Investigators questions employees at Levine built a personal injury practice. Well, how ironic. A personal injury practice. Guy jumps out committing suicide. And at Ashek Kamar. Both law firms share a suite on the 69th floor where Kanofsky did odds and ends work for Caremaker. It wasn't immediately clear what prompted Kanofsky's suicide. Kanofsky, he was interviewing a client, said a man who works in the suite. He just got up, opened the window, and jumped. What? He was just interviewing a client, and then he just got up and jumped out the window? That's so, like... Was he like interviewing for a job? Like maybe the guy was so bad and he was like so outraged by that this guy thought he could work there that he's like, I'm going to jump out the window and kill myself. That's pretty fucked up. That would be a bad interview. Like how do you practice? You know, people practice interviews. How do you practice for that? Your interviewer jumping out the window during the interview. You know what I'm saying? How do you practice that? I don't know how you practice it. You gotta, like, maybe there's, you know, are there, like, fake interview things you can do for interviews where, like, they ask you sample questions, and then you get to one that just, like, okay, at this point, your interviewer has jumped out the window. What do you do? Well, then I think you would have to go to, like, the next person up and be like, can I get the job? I mean, this is pretty traumatic. I'm gonna sue you guys. He's like, okay, and it says here you're a Monster Energy drinking champion. That's right. And he's like, and you want to work for a law firm? Damn sure. Okay, I'm going to jump out a window. I had to sneak that little Monster Energy reference in because I'm sponsored by Monster Energy this week. Taste the Monster. Okay. Police said, taste the Monster. What a good fucking tagline that is. Taste the monster. At least 30 people have jumped from this is from the Daily News, my number one source of news. At least 30 people have jumped from the Empire State Building since it opened in 1931. One of them was King Kong. Before Kanofsky, David Abramitz, 21, was the last to die. He leapt from the 66th floor, so a little lower, you know. He doesn't have the balls to go up to the 69th. On February 2nd, after buying a ticket to the 86th floor observation deck. Maybe after buying a ticket to the 86th floor observation... Oh, so he just couldn't wait to get up to the 86th floor? He, like, 86'd that idea? God, I do comedy. And he just decided to jump off at the 66th floor? That's silly. 666. The 86. He bought the ticket, so maybe he planned... Well, he probably planned on jumping from the 86th floor... And he got the ticket, and he's like, you know what? I got a vantage point right now, and jumped out the 66th floor. Fuck. What does this say? I was just walking up to play the lotto, said John Clancy, Tom Clancy's brother, 72, who had left nearby Foley's Pub and Restaurant. They got to throw in Foley's Pub and Restaurant little ad in the middle of this suicide article, which is owned by his son. Oh, this is more facts I don't need to know. There was a thud. 2 ladies started screaming. Now, it could be because they were getting fucked hard. I'm just reading what this... John Clancy was a witness of this guy's murder, describing ladies screaming. Clancy said people panicked and took off running. Cops blocked off the street between 5th and 6th Ave. I saw the leg hit the ground, said 60-year-old Staten Island man who had parked a first-class tours bus full of visitors on 33rd Street. The fucking detail in the writing of this... Mwah. Perfect. I put my hand in my face and go, mwah, mwah, mwah. So perfect. One of the ladies in the back took a picture. She's like, is that a leg on the ground? I'm going to get... This is like NYC. Maybe it was like one of these Asian tourists, not to be racist. She's just like, ho, ho, ho. Or she's like, oh, Big Apple. Oh, New York City lawyer leg on the ground. Gotta take a picture of that. This accent is terrible. I'm way off today. I've had like a headache all day. I'm hunched over right now. I'm living my inner fucking scrunch life. Living my inner scrunch life. I'm a scrunch master flex 2013. Oh, hello. Oh, that's American leg on the ground. Flew off lawyer. Oh, very bad lawyer. Couldn't even interview. Must take picture. Maybe they took like a picture. Oh, take picture in front of leg. I'll send it over to China. I don't know. I'm just trying to get canceled because I know making the Asian accent is pretty offensive and people don't like it. So I'm trying to cancel any future jobs I get because fuck the world. Some didn't immediately grasp that the leg was real, he said. Maybe it was around Halloween time. This is the Halloween episode. Next week might... No, because this is before Halloween. So this is the spookiest episode. So every now and then there might be a ghost who enters the fucking mic. Oh, here comes a ghost right now. Oh, I'm a ghost. What are you reading about? You're reading about suicide? I committed suicide. What I did was I ate so much chocolate cake, I choked on it and died. And now I'm a ghost. What are you up to now? Are you also a ghost? No, I'm not a ghost. I'm a man. You're a fucking ghost. Now get out of here, you fucking ghost, before I fucking punch you in the fucking ghost face. Why are you so angry? I'm just a silly-ass ghost, ghosting around, trying to scare you. You ain't scare me shit. I'm Halloween ready. I'm ready to not get fucked up by your ghostly attitude and your ghostly ways. Okay, man, but I am just a ghost, and I want to French kiss your dick. You're a fucking weird-ass ghost. I don't like what you're doing. I'm spooky. You're dookie. Okay, well, that was just a quick ghost. Guys, let me finish off this article. Only in New York, the bus driver said. Only in New York. Well, that's not true. Could people jump off buildings everywhere? Oh, man, now I'm really going to get into this. Strangest suicides. People jump off roofs everywhere, you know what I mean? List of 10 creepy and bizarre... Oh, listverse.com. Oh, no, here comes the ghost. You're a fuckface. Why is the ghost coming in here? Okay, Manchester's bizarre love triangle. In 2004, a 14-year-old boy was stabbed in a frenzied attack in Manchester. His 15-year-old attacker plunged a kitchen knife through his chest, again through his stomach, but didn't quite manage to kill him. To the first cops on the scene, it must sound like a typical tragedy. Both boys were former best friends, who became involved with the same woman. But the other atypical details began to emerge, like the woman was a middle-aged spy that they'd met in a chat room, or how the younger boy was secretly in love with his older friend, and things got really weird. I'm just going to read stuff. This is stolen content. This is a stolen content episode. Listfirst.com. It transpired that the woman had ordered the murder. It also transpired that she didn't exist, despite having had frequent webcam sex with the older boy. Oh, nice. That sounds hot as shit. Shut up. I'm a ghost. Whatever. In the subsequent investigation, I just said subsequent like a motherfucker. Detectives discovered a complex web of fiction spun around the older boy who... with one purpose, to end its author's life. Yeah, it turns out the 50,000 messages the three had sent each other were nothing more than perverse suicide bid on part of the 14-year-old. At the end of the trial, the judge announced that the skilled writer of fiction would struggle to conjure up a plot such as that would arise here, and were inclined... Wait, what? Yeah, it turns out 50,000 messages the three had sent each other were nothing more than a perverse suicide bid on the part of the 14-year-old? At the end of the trial, the judge announced that skilled writers of fiction would struggle to conjure up a plot such as that would arise here. So the 14-year-old pretended to be the older chick? What? Frequent webcam sex means you could see them. Around the older boy, with one purpose to end his author's life. Yeah, it turns out... I don't even know what the fuck that means. Complex web of fiction. Let's see what this other article... This article doesn't exist. I'm going to say that story's made up. I'm just going to skip to number 1 here because I'm getting way off topic. The Golden Gate Bridge is one of America's suicidaliest hot... Okay, this is way too many words. List of unusual deaths. Let's see this. List of unusual deaths. Okay, Draco of Athens, 620 BC. Forget that other part. It looked like this boy made up this fake older woman and then got into a love triangle to get someone to stab him, which is ridiculous for a young boy to do. But, you know, he could have been a talented writer. So, Matt, that commentary wasn't even funny. Why would anyone listen to this? You're a dumbass fucking Halloween ghost, okay? I'm going to come on your face. Ugh. Draco, this is 1620 BC. Draco, an Athenian lawmaker, was reported smothered to death by gifts of cloaks and hats showered upon him by appreciative citizens at a theater. He was killed by cloaks and hats? What a fuckface. Killed by Draco. Killed by cloaks and hats. His parents must have been proud. Okay, let's see this. Sisemons. According to the Herodotus, Sisemon was a corrupt judge under Cambyses II of Persia. He accepted bribe and delivered an unjust verdict. As a result, the king had him arrested and flayed alive. His skin was then used to cover the seat in which his son would sit in judgment? What the fuck? His skin was flayed alive? Like they removed his skin? Flayed is skinning. So, he was a corrupt judge and he delivered a bribe and the king had him removed his skin while he was alive? What the fuck, dude? People are fucked. People act like people are nice, but people just fucking fillet people. Alright, these are just unusual deaths. These aren't suicides. He wasn't like, hey, can you please fillet my skin? No, these aren't suicides. These are just unusual deaths. That certainly was an unusual death. I feel like I'm stealing this bit from, like, Jim Gaffigan and fucking Stewart. That sounds like a Stewart voice for Mad TV. If you haven't seen Stewart on Mad TV, that's just like his voice. Also, I'm drinking water today, so first burp, and I'm pretty deep. According to one account given, okay, this is Hercules of Ephesus, 475 BC. According to one account given by Diogenes Laertius, the Greek philosopher Hercules was said to have been devoured by dogs after smearing himself with cow manure in an attempt to cure his dropsy. What? What the fuck is dropsy? Oops-a-doopsie, I got dropsy. Edamine, also called eudaimine or edamine, is an abnormal accumulation of fluids in the interstitium, located beneath the skin and in the cavities of body, which can cause severe pain. Clinically, hyperdolsterism, edamine manifests as swelling. The amount of interstitial fluid, for the best reader of all time, is determined by the balance of fluid homeostasis and the increased secretion of fluid into the interstitium. The word is from Greek meaning swelling. The condition, also known as dropsy. I don't know what the fuck, why manure would cure dropsy, but too bad dogs ate you. That's a too bad dogs ate you drop. Bow, 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 bow. Woof, 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 woof. Bow, woof, bow, woof, 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 bow, bow, woof, woof, bow, woof, woof, bow, bow. The fucking dropsy. That's a dropsy drop. That was just a dropsy drop. All right, let's skip. Let's see. Here's Antiphanes. Antiphanes was a renowned comic poet of the Middle Attic comedy. The pseudo claims he died after being struck by a pear. Ooh, what a way to go out. What a real fruit. Ooh, this is the hard-hitting comedy that you were waiting. What a fruit. He died by getting hit by a pear. Antiphanes. These are just, let me just keep doing some more deaths. This is the death episode. The death, suicide, murder, kill episode. The death, suicide, murder, kill episode is what I'm calling this. Because that's the mood I'm in. Because I'm losing fantasy. Fantasy football. You know what I mean? I did a set last night. I only did okay. I wanted to do better. I just did okay. And I'm feeling fucking charged. So this is the death, suicide, murder, kill episode. And this is all going to be about death, murder, suicide, and killing. I had something to say about life, actually. I did have some notes prior to this. I wasn't just planning on talking about death, suicide, murder, kill. I was thinking about talking about other shitansky. You know what I mean? Other shitongos, other shitalies than just death, suicide, murder, kill. Because I did have a note. I was going to talk about fucking jobs. Just fucking working a job. Jobs are the silliest fucking place. Acting professional is like anti-human, right? If you ask professional. It's just like we're all like, oh, you got to act like this. You can't ask weird. And then like if you have a problem with someone, you send like an email to someone and then they sort it out. There's no like real two back and forth. Jobs breed passive aggressiveness. And I put on fucking... Since working a job, I put on fucking 40 pounds because you're just sitting there all the day and you're just holding in all this aggression from working until you just get so fat and angry that you're fucking always pissed all the time. You drive your car into fucking children, causing them to die. Nah, I'm just kidding. My job's okay. But if you work in an office place is such a toxic fucking place. You're supposed to deny all human urges, right? When you're working in an office, no one's supposed to be attracted to each other. Everyone's supposed to be nice. No one's supposed to be mean. And if you have a problem, there's a person to figure it out. You're not just supposed to deal with it yourself. You know what I mean? And then there's like people in the hierarchy that are above you and below you, and you're supposed to act differently around them. You can't show yourself because you're worried about being fired because you got to work your fucking job and you got to fucking type shit and send emails and be a guy. This is not in relation to my job. This is in relation to jobs. Steve Jobs, living jobs. And then people think it's crazy when people like shoot up offices, which I don't think happens that often, but I get it. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I get it. Shooting up offices. Don't do it. It's bad. Okay? I just like really have a dark sense of humor if you haven't realized it this farther. Oh, look it. 2 killed as gunman opens fire on hundreds of homecoming party guests. Okay, that was 1 hour ago. An unknown shooter killed 2 people at a crowded college party. Okay, this is today. Some people shot up a homecoming party, so that is awful. I have nothing funny to say about that other than who won Homecoming King. That's not even funny. But I just wonder who won Homecoming King before. It wouldn't be funny if they killed the queen and king and they had to give it to the runner-ups, and the runner-ups were like, wow, I'm now fucking king and queen. Like, secretly they're sad, but a little bit inside they're like, we're a little happy. You know what I mean? Because now we're king and queen, and going forward our life is going to be great. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fucking offices, soul-sucking places. I don't know what people are supposed to do. I don't know how people are supposed to be. You know what I mean? I'm fucking pulling on my hair. I gotta shave my beard. I'm getting all beard. Just being a nut. You know, being a real nut. Going postal. Off-duty correction officer fatally shot at Richmond Hill. What if I just kind of like rush through talking about fucking headlines for shootings? Okay, workplace shooting. News story. Survivors who crossed paths with a gunman thought it was a drill. Reality set in when Ned Carlstorm. Of course Ned Carlstorm fucking shot up an office. Ned saw a team of officers drag away a fatally wounded car, leaving behind a pool of blood. Oh wait, that Ned Carlstorm didn't shoot it off. Survivors who crossed paths with gunmen. When was this? June 3rd, 2019? Oh, that's a little noise in the background. Reality said when Carter looked outside and saw a team of officers point gun in the building. The shooter was Dwayne Craddock. This was in Chesapeake, Virginia. This was in an office. Virginia Beach. Why can't I find fucking office shootings? Where the fuck? He noticed from within his office this guy shooting people. Look at this guy. Oh, this poor guy died. This is all sad. Nothing funny here. God, this death, murder, suicide, kill episode is just, it's going back. Let's go back to this list of unusual deaths. Agassiz of Syracuse, the college, he's also a Greek guy, was murdered with a poisoned toothpick. Well, that sucks. And Simon the Zealot, 1st century AD. Simon the Zealot. According to tradition, Simon was an apostle of Jesus. He was sawn in half. They sawed him in half. Oh, look, in the picture, it looks like they started ass first. So they cut through his cheeks and balls and through just like his body with a saw in half. Well, that must have sucked. Well, he was awake. We're so fucking violent as people. Just sawing people in half. Like movies and like football and shit have replaced our violent tendencies. Like we go see a violent movie, we're like, oh, it had a lot of action and violence, just to get rid of that inner rage we have in us, right? And they're trying to get, and then like I think we're kind of going towards a way where like they want less violence in films and music and art, maybe, and they want everything to be nice. But then I think that's just going to cause people to go nuts, because people, I think, we're intrinsically want to be violent. I don't want to be violent. I'm a sensitive soul. I'm a very sensitive guy, you know. I just want to be nice, treat people nice. I think it's funny to joke about violence, but it's not funny to do, people. It's not funny just to be violent. So things are hard. Life is hard. Being is hard. Everything's hard. My dick is hard. Saint Bernard. Chard Bedard. Everybody card. Care if you lard. Mess around with the fart. Talk to me now. You're a fucking retard. I said retard twice in this episode. Nice if you like me on flies, on flies, on flies. War, violence, money, anger. We're all angry all the time. Everyone's fucking angry. I was doing a comedy show last night. And another comic was up, Kevin Barry. I like him. Good guy. And some lady, he was doing this bit about skim milk, and this lady started heckling about like the lack of water and Flint and stuff. It didn't relate at all to the bit, and it was just like she just wanted to be noticed. And then she started heckling him again about like LGBTQ rights while he was doing a joke about cinnamon. This lady just came in to interrupt the comedy show. I'm like, do you do that during like Broadway shows and movies? The comedy show, you're supposed to listen. And she wasn't even heckling anything related to what was being said. She just wanted to be noticed in a room full of people that were listening. It's just like, that's not activism. That's just being an asshole. So don't be an asshole. This was last night. Don't be an asshole. All right, getting off topic. That was one of my things I wanted to talk about. This lady just interrupting the show, just interjecting with things that didn't even relate, just to be like an activist. Oh, I care about people's rights, but you're interrupting a bunch of other people having a nice time who probably all fucking agree with you. You're just being loud and an asshole. Like, oh, can comedy even exist is the real question? Or everyone's just going to be loud and be an asshole? I don't even know how people are anymore. People are all fucking fucks. No, people are cool. I know cool people. I know you're cool people. If you're listening, if you got this far, you're the coolest person. I want to wink at you. Give it a little wink-a-rooski. Wook, wook, wook. God, wasting time is a waste of time. If you waste time, you're out your mind. I'm fucking manic right now. I've been manic. I stay manic. I'm manic man. If you ask me who I am, I'm manic man. Okay, let's go back to some weird deaths. Edmund Ironside. Edmund Ironside was stabbed whilst on the toilet. I mean, by an assassin hiding underneath. He was underneath the toilet? Oh, so he was just getting shit on and he stabbed up? Oh, shit. Edmund Ironside. More like Edmund I knife inside your ass. That's the quality punchlines you get over here at Militant. Okay, Crown Prince Philip of France. Crown Prince Philip of France died while riding through Paris when his horse tripped over a black pig running out of a dung heap. Oh, why's it gotta be a black pig? All right, that's not that weird. Henry I of England, while visiting relatives, I don't know why. I mean, it is weird, but it's not as weird as the other ones. While visiting relatives, Henry supposedly ate too many lampreys against his physician's advice, causing a pain in his gut and ultimately his death. What the fuck's a lamprey? He ate himself to death, this fat fuck. His physician's like, you gotta stop eating lampreys, and Henry I is like, I fucking love lampreys. I'm gonna eat that shit till I die. Oh, there are fish. There are jawless fish. Oh, they look gross. What? They're like these funnel-like sucking fish. He must have really liked lampreys. Oh, they look so gross. Well, he was just eating them? And look, scientists are fighting vampires in the Great Lakes. I guess there's too many lampreys in the Great Lakes. Oh, they're like these They look like these suction cups with like a whole bunch of teeth in the front that can bite down, and this fucking Henry the First loved eating them. What the fuck do people eat? People are fucking ridiculous. I sometimes watch this like YouTube thing about this guy who just like he goes around the world and eats food, and like I don't know, food is fucking weird around the world. I just like basic fucking American food is what I'm saying. I don't like bones and teeth and eyes. I like to be desensitized to the animal, you know, like a true human, you know. Oh, and I just watched this fucking Morgan Spurlock documentary about chicken, where he like started like a chicken restaurant, a fried chicken restaurant that just like, you know, like when something says hormone-free chicken, it's like all chickens are hormone-free. It's illegal to put hormones in chicken. And like free range chicken, there's no regulation on how much free range there is. Like you could have an inch of free range and call it free range, and they would allow it. And a whole bunch of other shit. I highly recommend this documentary. Highly recommend. I watched the whole thing. I enjoyed it. And like Morgan Spurlock, Holy Chicken, I think it was called, or whatever. His latest chicken one. I found it on YouTube. But he really breaks down the business and how farmers are fucked over, and how like they genetically engineered these chickens to grow super fast so that like their feathers don't catch up with their skin because they grow too fast that they're all like fucking weird looking. And they kill them after like I don't remember. It was like 8 weeks or some shit. And then like when they first have the babies, they just like dump them on the ground and they step on a lot of them die there. And because the chickens grow so fast, they get like heart attacks over time. Like all the time they're getting heart attacks. And like even when they went to go slaughter them, they had like 4 heart attacks. So the chickens get treated like shit. And there's just a lot of death and murder. And it's just like his restaurant, like they made it like ironic and shit. I don't want to ruin it, but it was a pretty good telling documentary of what the chicken business is like and how it's so fucked up the way they treat chickens. Do I talk too fast on this? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Just going around and around in my life. All right, let me do one more of these weird deaths. William Schneider. William Schneider, a 13-year-old, died in San Francisco, California, when a circus clown swung him around by his heels. Jeez. Must have been clowning that day. All right, I don't know why. That seems like so jokeable, but I got nothing. It's just like they're just like, I guess that clown had to go to jail for killing a boy, for swinging him to death. What the fuck? All right, I'm going to do another one. Sir William Payne Galloway, 2nd Baronet. Sir William Payne Galloway, a former British MP, sustained severe internal injuries when he fell over and landed on a turnip while out hunting. He died a few days later. I guess he's not Mario, or Mario eats mushrooms. He fell on a turnip and it killed him? That's so fucking lame. If you were to predict deaths, you would never predict falling on a turnip. I guess it turned out it killed him. And that is a good one. Oh, no, okay. Here looks like a fun one. Topsy the elephant. I'm just reading Wikipedia's list of unusual deaths. And Topsy was executed by poisoning, electrocution, and strangulation. A 7-4-second film of the electrocution was recorded and preserved. It may be the first time death was ever captured in a motion picture film. Oh, I think I knew about that shit. But that's an elephant. Okay, one more. 21 people in Boston's North End, the Great Molasses Flood, the slowest killing of everyone. So there's a joke. The slowest killing of everyone, the Great Molasses Flood in Boston. This happened January 15, 1919. Not even, like exactly 100 years ago, which is a great place to stop. People, well, I mean, it was a little more than 100 years ago, January 15th. So we're about to be 2020. It's a Halloween episode. The ghost hasn't chimed in a bit. Matt, you're a real fucktard and you wasted everyone's time reading Wikipedia stuff. That wasn't even your voice before when I was doing you. Yeah, I know, but this is what I'm doing now. All right, guys. I hope you like me rushing through various deaths throughout history. But, everyone just stay alive. Things will get better, I think. I don't know. Everything's fucked. Everyone's fucked. Everything's fucked. Fuck, 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 fuck. I'm looking at my phone to check my Instagram just because I love looking at my fucking Instagram. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode about death, the special Halloween spooky edition. You're always spooky. I've been at Matt Miller Real on everything, Matt Miller Comedy on YouTube, and you have been listening to Militant. Thanks. Bye.
Militant affection.